Welcome to Spyre Guitar Tutorials. I am Debbie, and this is my first tutorial in a growing series. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to read a basic chord diagram using 4 simple chords. On the upper left of your screen, you will see a 3-fret chord diagram. If you look to the lower right, highlighted in yellow and going horizontal, you will see the corresponding fret numbers. Fret number 1, fret number 2, fret number 3. Putting this on the guitar, fret number 1 will be after all of these tuning keys, of which you'll have 6. After the tuning keys is the nut, and then the 1st fret. Then the 2nd fret, the 3rd fret, 4, 5, and so on down the neck. Now you're going to have dots or markers at fret number 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12. These markers are used so that you know where to put your fingers. If you're a right-handed guitar player, you're going to use your left hand. For left-handed players, you're going to use your right hand. Next, you need to know the names of the strings. The strings are shown here as 6 vertical lines in green with the arrows pointing up to each string, which has a name. E is the bass, the thickest string, the first vertical line on the left. The next one is A, to the right, D, G, B, and E, which is the thinnest or highest string and the last vertical line to the right. Now this is standard tuning, which is the normal tuning for a guitar. Now if there is an X above one of the vertical lines, it is telling you to not play that string. If there is an O, you should play that string open, meaning there's no placement of your fingers and the string just vibrates open. So on the guitar, I will show you the strings. The bass is the E, next is the A, D, G, B, and E. Hopefully this easy chord diagram will summarize: the frets in red are horizontal, the strings in green are vertical, X is don't play the string, O is play the string open. For right-handed players, the fingers on the left hand are shown in the yellow circles. You have T for your thumb, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 your pinky. If you're left-handed, just flip that around. It's the same thing. Now for the chords and to apply what we've learned. We'll start with an easy C chord. So the fingers are shown in yellow. Fingers number 1 and fingers number 2 on the left hand. When you do place your fingers on the frets, in the first position, you're going to have fret 1, finger 1, fret 2, finger 2, fret 3, finger 3. Your thumb will always be behind the 2nd fret, and you're going to drop your wrist so that it's easier to play the notes. And when you do, you're going to apply just enough pressure so that you get a clear sound. So we'll start with the C chord. Finger 1 will go on fret 1 on the B string. So you want to get a clear sound. Finger 2 will go on the D string on the 2nd fret. When you play your easy C chord, you're only going to play from the D string down. If you can't reach that 2nd finger, you can play the 3 strings. G, open, B with your 1st finger on the 1st fret, and E. If you'd like to play a full C chord, you will place your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the A string. So that is your C chord. You should not place your finger on the metal bars in between each fret. Right now we're just focusing on a clear sound when you're pressing your finger down. And the key is to practice. So now I'm going to go to the G chord. The full G chord is finger 1, 2, 3. So finger 1 is on your A string, on your 2nd fret. Finger 2 is on the bass E string on the 3rd fret. And again on the 3rd fret you're going to put your 3rd finger on the high E. So it's going to sound like this. So the other strings are open. So you have an open D, G, B. If you'd like to play an easy G chord, you would play the open strings with just your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the high E. There's also another way for finger pickers to play a G chord. Your 2nd finger will go on the 2nd fret on the A string. Your 3rd finger will go on the bass E on the 3rd fret. And then the 3rd fret, your pinky, will go on the high E. And that will give movement to your 1st finger if you're doing any kind of fancy finger picking. And now for an easy D chord. Again, the fingers are numbered in yellow. Finger 1 will go on your G string on the 2nd fret. Finger 2 goes on the high E on the 2nd fret. And finger 3 goes on the B string on the 3rd fret. So you're going to play your open D, and that's a D major. Now A matches a D major, so you can play from the A string down. You would not play the E string, so that will be an X on that string. And the last chord I have to teach you would be the A chord. You're going to use fingers 1, 2, and 3, and they're all going to be on the 2nd fret. So you're going to play an open A, and then your 1st finger on the D on the 2nd fret, your 2nd finger on the G on the 2nd fret, your 3rd finger on the B on the 2nd fret, and then an open E. So that will sound like this. You can alternate between the A and the E. And we'll go over that in another video. So that summarizes how to read a basic chord symbol. There are chord diagrams that use 4 frets and 5 frets, normally for advanced players, and those are on the screen. So that is how to read a chord diagram using 4 simple chords for beginners. The more you practice, the easier it gets. If you have any question or would like to leave a comment, please do so in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Spyre Guitar Tutorials.